Merhaba YouTube, ALSENYAZ Oyun kanalına hoş geldiniz. Ben İsa Dragon Age Inquisition'a kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. İyi seyirler, başlayalım. Bu bölüm arkadaşlar final olur mu olmaz mı hiçbir fikrim yok. Bakalım, devam edeceğiz. Mantıken anlayamadım, yok kafa basmadı. Böyle bir şey oldu, buraya gelince mesela sıfırlamıyor. Yapma, açılmaya iyiydi. Evet. Şunu nasıl halledeceğiz? Bir dakika. Normal olarak sıfırladı, hacı yapabileceğim bir şey yok. Böyle şeyleri hiç sevmiyorum, çok saçma geliyor. Olamasa olsun bir zahmet. Niye bitmedi? Nerede eksik var? Eksik olmaması lazım, bir dakika. Bunlarda mı sayıyor? Ölme şeyim, ölme. Bu tarafa böyle komple yaptım. Çok saçma yapmışlar ya, valla. Bu kadar şeye gerek yoktu. Tamam, bu sefer olacak mı? Bu sefer de olmazsa zaten daha bir şey demem. Bir dakika. Sen eksik kalacak mı? Ya kurtarmıyor. Ya sonunda oldu.
We are close.
Yemin kanser oldum ya. Rahat yarım saat 45 dakika olmuştu. Yerler inşallah bu kadar zor değildir.
Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we leap after the Templars.
da büyük galiba. Çoktan kolay. O kadar kolay değil mi? Daha nerede var ki? Ben de sevindim, ne güzel, iyi, bu kadar biter diye. Daha nerede var, ben onu anlamadım. Keşke bunu yapmasalardı ya. Çok saçma bir şey yapmışlar böyle. Yok, yaptım, yine yok, yine kabul etmiyor. Sıfırlamadı. İlginç, burada da var. İlginç. Ulaştırmak için elinden geleni yapmışlar. Diğer yer sıfırlanmış. hiçbir şeyim yok arkadaşlar. Yani bir yorumu siz yapın. Dediğim gibi bir güvenelim, şey yapalım, yok. İşkence, şu an işkence. Tamamlasam da aşağı bir şey kaldı ki kabul etmeyecek. O zaman yapıyoruz. Şöyle bir deneyeceğim. Yapacak bir şey yok. Tamam, burayı tamamladık. Valla arkadaşlar, bu bölüm yalan olacak, belli oldu. Aldım. Böyle tamamladık.
The whispers are louder.
Come, let us see if the doors have opened.
Resmen işkence çıktı. Gelin hadi, nerede kapılar? Nasıl gideceğiz? Kapımız açılmış parladığına göre.
Tis not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
Umarım pişman olmam Morrigan'a güvendiğime.
We're being watched.
Kim lan?
Vernavis,
Thompson mu? Thompson mu?
you are unlike the
Yo,
other
elfler
invaders.
bunlar.
You stumble down our paths at the side of one of our own. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
I won't be interrogated at sword point. Declare yourself.
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Virabella-san.
The place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
Solus, perhaps he'll listen to you.
What shall I say, Inquisitor? Shall I sway him from a millennia of service by virtue of our shared blood? He clings to all that remains of his world, because he lacks the power to restore it.
So you're elves from ancient times? Before the Tevinter Imperium destroyed ALSENYAZ?
The Shemlen did not destroy ALSENYAZ. We Elven warred upon ourselves. By the time the doors to this sanctuary closed, our time was over. We awaken only when called, and each time find the world more foreign than before. It is meaningless. We endure. The Virabella-san must be preserved.
What is this Virabella-san exactly?
It is a path, one walked only by those who toiled in Mithal's favor.
He speaks of priests, perhaps.
More than that, you need not know.
We came to stop Corypheus. He's here to take your well, not I.
I believe you. Trespassers you are, but you have followed rites of petition. You have shown respect to Mithal. If these others are enemies of yours, we will aid you in destroying them. When this is done, you shall be permitted to depart. And never return.
This is our goal, is it not? There is no reason to fight these sentinels.
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well for
Aç
your
gözlüğe
own.
gerek yok. Yok.
I accept your offer.
You will be guided to those you seek. As for the Virabella-san, it shall not be despoiled, even if I must destroy it myself.
No!
Lan, Morrigan yine şey yaptı yani bildiğini yaptı.
This would be our guide.
Mytholanast.
That's helpful, since Morrigan chased off on her own.
She seeks to protect the Well of Sorrows.
She turned into a bird.
Bilmediğimiz bir şey biliyor demek ki Morrigan'ın o kuyuya ihtiyacı var ki. Buradan öyle işimiz yok. Bu hocayla boşuna çözmüş olduk anasını satayım. Böyle olacağını bilseydim ben hiç şey yapmazdım, uğraşmazdım. Nereden gideceğiz? Şöyle bakalım düşman olacak mıyız? Ama adamlar haklı acı, adamların şeyi yani. Aç gözlüğe gerek yok. Güç için şeyleri öldürmeye gerek yok yani, bence saçma. Birlik olursak da her türlü amacımız Korpius'u öldürmek zaten. Hem onlar ölmemiş olur hem de biz de Korpius'u amacımıza ulaşmış oluruz. Hiç. Burada düşmanım olursa kendini kaybeder.
This looks untouched.
You have any idea how much this place is worth?
We did not come to cut off the last of elven glory.
I'm just saying.
şey var ki böyle bir şey var. Bu arada şeyde öğrenmiş olduk. Morrigan kuyuyu bizim için değil kendi için istiyormuş. Ben reddettiğim halde
Ilas
yapmıyor.
Velathan.
I believe she would prefer that we remain close.
Just a quick look around.
Aynen etrafa bakıyoruz öyle ya, ne olacak? Nereden yiyeceğini anlasam çok güzel olacak da. En iyisi bu adamın yanına ayrılmayalım. Ama merak etmiyor değil yani. Gelmişken yani değerlendirek bence. İktidarcı dayı geliyor. Aynı yere gidiyor gerçi.
The Sentinels are holding off the Red Templars.
They're dying faster than they wanted to.
Bunu gideceğiz.
Vir Sumiel. Ya kaybetmeyeydik, iyiydik bence.
Ya da boş ver ya. Çok oyalandık zaten.
The Well of Sorrows. So Mithal endures.
It's loud and so cold.
That's something.
Morrigan ne yapacak?
Fight on! An army of these bastards won't stop us! How will you get to the well, General?
You tough bastards. The day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. The Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
Samson, sir, watch out!
Inquisitor. You and those elf things don't know when to stop. We come to the back end of nowhere. And here you are.
Her şeyin sonuna geldim.
You and your Red Templars weren't my concern. Not until now.
You keep getting in over your head, don't you? Corypheus chose me twice. First as his general, now as the vessel for the Well of Sorrows. You know what's inside the well? Wisdom. The kind of wisdom that can scour a world. I give it to Corypheus, that he can walk into the Fade without your precious anchor.
I'll see Corypheus dead before I let him wield that power.
How are you going to stop him? You're no match for Corypheus. Even if you drink from the well, you'll never master its wisdom as he could. This is the strength the Chantry tried to bind. But it's a new world now.
Gel bakalım.
The
Samson.
new god. I will bring Corypheus the well's power and your head. All at once. To arms!
Kaptım adamı tuttum.
I'll show you, bastards! There we are!
Kaynağı sen alacaksın Samson. Randevu mu bekliyorsun?
You think you'll win? Ha, come on then! You will fall!
böyle aklını alırız.
You can't take it from Corypheus. You mustn't.
He's not ready to go yet.
We can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
Abelos!
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Enough.
You cannot honestly...
I said enough.
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
Look around you. Everything your people were, it's already gone.
It is.
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people yet linger.
Elven such as you?
Yes, such as I.
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Vira Belasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
Not without your permission.
One does not obtain permission. One obtains the right.
Zaman nasıl?
The Vira Belasan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen-Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Murder? I said nothing of...
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Vira Belasan remains. As do we. That is something.
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain?
There is a place for you, Lethaline, if you seek it.
Perhaps there are places the Shamlan have not touched. It may be that only Uthenera awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity, never to awaken, if fate is kind.
You could come with us. Fight Corypheus. He killed your people.
We killed ourselves. Long ago.
Malas amalin nahalam abalas.
Bu kadar mı? Ne yapacağız şimdi? Gideceğiz mi usta?
His name, Abalas, means sorrow. I said, I hoped he finds a new name.
Bakalım ne olacak?
You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my alluvion, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mathal's last alluvion will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so hungry.
Let's not be reckless. I don't want anyone hurt.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends?
What would you know of my ends, elf?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
What training makes you so qualified?
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
What about you, Solus?
No. Do not ask me again.
Yapma ya. Oyun bana böyle seçimler yaptırma.
I don't know who's better suited, and neither do you.
I have the best chance of making use of the well. For everyone. Let me drink.
You're not concerned about the price. Bound forever to the will of Mithal.
Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an empty warning. Perhaps a compulsion
Bırak,
yet
bırak gitsin ya,
remains.
bırak.
Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
What's to stop you from taking the knowledge and leaving?
My word. If that seems insufficient, Corypheus threatens all, even myself. He must be stopped.
And who stops you?
I, Inquisitor, seek neither immortality nor your life.
Thoughts?
She is right about only one thing. We should take the power which lies in that well.
Olmalıyız
So
canım.
many voices. They would be in your head, talking over you. You don't want them.
Any chance this well could help us against Corypheus? I say you take it.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
Senin olsun.
It's yours. Morrigan? Are you all right?
Elasin Salah. Visan Allah. I am intact. There is much to sift through. But now we can...
Devam. Gel bakalım Corypheus Efendi. Daha kolunu indirdik.
The alluvion!
Kaç topuk.
Through the mirror.
Kim lan? Acaba o onaylamayanlar ben kendim kullanmadığım için mi onaylamadı? Ya yapacak bir şey yok. Aç gözlüğe gerek yok.
It is done.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not hide.
Meaning he will attack us directly, at Skyhold?
Not necessarily. But neither will he remain idle.
And how could you have such insight into his plans?
The Well of Sorrows held many voices, and they speak to me now from across the ages. They hold wisdom, secrets I never dreamed possible. But even they fear what Corypheus has become.
Should we fear him more than his army?
Possibly. Luckily for you, he has a weakness. The dragon he calls is not truly an archdemon. It is a dragon in which Corypheus has infested part of his being. He doubtless did so out of pride to emulate the gods of old. That pride can be exploited. Kill the dragon, and his ability to leap into other bodies is disrupted. He can be slain.
10. icra ediyor, sonra onun icrasını öldüreceğiz, sonra tamam.
You're sure? If there are no bodies for him to jump to...
You assume there is a limit to the range of his power. There is not.
Then what do you propose? Killing the dragon is no simple task, if it could even be found.
There is a way to defeat the dragon, to match Corypheus in his power. The well whispers it to me now. Your help will be required, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready, and we shall begin.
Güzel.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
Tamam, son efendiyi yargılayalım bakalım.
It comes swiftly, this moment that will be spoken of for ages. The day the Herald of Andraste challenged the Darkspawn that thought itself a god. Defeat him, and you'll be more than a holy man to the people. You'll enter legend.
Now that sounds more dangerous than anything I've done so far.
And there is the wits that reassures us. People joined the Inquisition after hearing you were blessed, but they've stayed because of how you lead. I wanted to tell you that I shared their sentiments, Inquisitor, and... well, I suppose I just did.
I hope you're not going anywhere after I stop Corypheus.
Far from it. Oh, if you'll have me, there's so much more the Inquisition can do. Farewell, my lord. When you face Corypheus, may you walk in the light.
Anlamadım.
So, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this. We went to an elven rune, so a witch could consume a pool of magical goo and then walk through a mirror. and wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens to you is crazy? I don't want to think about this anymore. You want to discuss something normal?
Tell me more about Bianca.
I'm not making any promises here. Ask.
What makes the Merchants Guild such a danger to her?
Well, to be fair, it's more of a danger to me. Technically, we're not supposed to be within 300 leagues of one another. If it got back to the guild that we were seen together, they'd freeze my assets and then have me killed. Maybe not in that order.
What in the world did you do to cause that?
We almost started a clan war. Does it matter? I can't change it now.
How do you know Bianca? The lady, I mean, not the crossbow.
I met her years ago when she still lived in Kirkwall, and I was looking for someone with mechanical skills. Bianca is, beyond a doubt, the most brilliant smith you'll ever meet. I haven't seen her since she got married and moved to Orlais.
Evlenmiş mi?
Bianca is married. Somehow I thought that the two of you had a history.
Bianca's family are Kalnas. Surface dwarves, so conservative they don't take a piss without asking the ancestors first. They picked out a smith caste boy for her. Wealthy, respected, has a great anvil collection. The perfect husband. I heard the wedding was lovely. One Bianca actually showed up for, anyway.
All right, tell me the truth. Bianca made your crossbow, didn't she? I mean, it has her name.
It's not that simple. The Carta thinks my Bianca was a freak success by a Carta inventor who could never duplicate it. If they thought anyone else was involved, someone who could make one work, things would be bad. So, I really can't tell the story. I don't want any more blood on my hands.
So how long have the two of you been together?
Well, if you want to split hairs, we're not. Usually there's a continent between us at all times. We write letters. Now and then we manage to meet up. I don't know if that's together. Shit, it's been what, 15 years? Great. Now I feel old. Thanks.
I guess that's it for now.
Sure. I'll be here.
Worship.
Evet, burada bölüm sonu yapalım arkadaşlar. Videoyu beğendiyseniz beğenmeyi, yorum bırakmayı, abone olmayı unutmayın. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşürüz. Kendinize iyi bakın, hoşça kalın.